So he was taking a shower. The 16-year-old female asked him to come out while he was doing it. She went in with a bottle, urinated in it, and passed to X.
Jesse.
Alright guys, I want to ask you all, have you guys ever experienced bullying before? Be it the one doing it or receiving it?
Have. And I've been on both sides before. When I was, I think primary 1, primary 2, there was this one guy, his name is Kadi. He used to bully me lah. Primary 3, I started becoming fitter. Primary 4, I started bullying him.
Felt good, huh?
But bullying, right, is a very broad term. Because what I do, right, is I just like disturb people.
Verbal.
Yeah, like
No, disturb even is okay, but disturb too much, then that's bullying. So which one are you?
I don't know I
Confirm disturb too much one now, where go need to ask?
Yeah, just like slowly poke.
How's their reaction?
I don't know, like sometimes they just upset or I don't know. But I feel that it's okay. I feel that this kind of bullying is okay. If I go too much, it becomes physical or like taking their money or this, right? I feel it's a bit too much lah, and I never do all this. Yeah.
But why you ask that question though? Because I feel that actually, right, I feel you can define bullying, right? It's not just the action, but how the other party receive it.
Plays a big part.
But now
Because you can
also,
just disturb a bit and he can go back and think about it for the whole day not eat because you call him a fat lager or something
Don't feel like
I knew you were
the
saying
thing
that.
the
Shut
whole
up. I knew you were saying that. It's not.
I think the whole day.
I don't know why. The moment I say fat
I
lager,
said that to KP, he still remembers it.
that is bullying.
no, because I got people call me a bandit, or like a shorty,
But you can take.
I don't feel that it's bullying. I just feel okay lah. It's just you want to disturb lah.
Banter.
Yeah lah. So if you dish out, you must be able to take back lah. So I feel.
You don't know, you pendek.
Yeah.
He just told me by like 2 cm. I swear.
Save a lot.
It's a lot.
Save a lot.
And the big guy.
I got you.
Talking between 2 cm.
You know, we went to play VR recently, okay? The character in the VR was calibrated to your own body proportion, okay? Oh, once we're talking, right? Let me Joseph, maybe. Oh, then Joseph!
But we're not like any other family in the neighborhood.
So the reason why I asked this question, right, is because recently there's a case of extreme bullying. Okay, so consists of 2 parties, the bullying party and the victim. Okay, so the bully party, okay, consists of 3 people. A 16-year-old female, a 19-year-old female, and a 21-year-old man. Okay, the victim is a 19-year-old man, okay, who has low IQ, okay, who was friend with one of the females in this group. So let's call him X. Okay, so one day this party, right, okay, the bullying party, right, was in a hotel taking drugs. Okay, mind you, there's a 16-year-old, I also don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay, so then the girl
is fine for the 19 and 21.
I mean, it's much worse. Yeah, okay, so they invited X over. Okay, so X went to join them, and then things progressed. So the 21-year-old guy, whose name is Shafakri, okay?
His name is
Shafakri.
This kind of name.
Okay, so the thing is, you have to be bullied or the bully, right? So you have to attack first, no? Okay, so things progressed. So X joined, and then things progressed lah. So the 21-year-old guy, whose name is Shafakri, okay.
You're distracting me, and it will then take me time to get back to where I was.
So he started to slap, punch, and kick X. Together with the 16-year-old female, while she was filming this entire abuse lah.
Wow.
Okay, so later on it was found that the reason is because the girl said that X tried to ask for sex, okay, without the girl's consent. So this was the girl's account lah. Okay.
But she only asked for it, right?
I mean, maybe it's not right, but still.
This guy, you say he has a low IQ, right? Any idea what is the IQ here?
No, there is no reported number.
Because we don't know whether it's like he's not smart or he's like mentally handicapped. If he's mentally handicapped, we understand why he's doing this. But if he's not smart, he deserves to get whacked.
Okay, but what they did was worse afterwards.
Oh.
Okay, they didn't let him leave afterwards because he was still in the hotel room. Okay, so he was taking a shower. The 16-year-old female asked him to come out while he was doing it. She went in with a bottle, urinated in it, and passed to X. Okay, so by then...
This guy will have issue, one.
Because
a 16-year-old is bullying him. 16-year-old girl is bullying him. If he's just not smart, right, she wouldn't do this. He probably has some issues.
I mean, what else can it be, right? Yeah, so by then, fucker already know what's in the bottle lah. Okay. Let's call him Shah.
Shall we?
Shah.
Hello.
Shah Fakri.
Oh my god. Is that my name?
So you drink the whole thing
Yeah. He got no other choice. If he try to leave, the three other people will just abuse him or continue to abuse him. So he complied. So, drank it. And that's not the end. They continued to abuse him for the next few days until they start to realize that X was in a very, very bad state.
Oh, what is the abuse like the next few days?
Laceration, blood cuts on thighs, on the limbs, and
this guy is like supposedly their friend.
Yeah.
It's a big movie.
Thank God, the police knocked on the door the next day. Okay, so they all went in and catch all of them lah. Okay, so X needed to be hospitalized. So it was found out that at the end of all this abuse, he suffered from head fractures, chemical burns to his scalp, face and back, slash wound, and amnesia with possible traumatic brain injury.
Oh my god.
And lastly, cigarette burns. Yeah, so this guy really went through hell lah for that. If I'm not wrong, 5 to 7 days.
Poor kid.
So after hearing the entire incident, right, okay, what do you think and how do you feel? Let's put Shah Fakri's name aside.
Wow, I tell you, this is disgusting, sir. This is
Mm.
disgusting nature of them.
Mm.
Like, nobody, right, should ever go through it, and no human, right, should ever do this, right, to another human.
Mm.
Wow, lucky I never read this news. I tell you, I will confirm.
You know when they say, I hate to bring this topic in lah, but you know when they say you let drug traffickers come in, you don't understand the extent to which the damage they cause, right? This is not even a small fraction of what happens. A lot of worse things happen to innocent people. Like, you want to sympathize with those traffickers? Good for you. Okay, your virtue is very good. Okay, who's going to sympathize with this kid? Who's going to sympathize with the family of those perpetrators and all when they get incarcerated and stuff? And this is just one small incident. No. There are hundreds of these incidents based on one guy alone.
Because this was what I wanted to talk about. Okay, do you guys feel that this is a result of drugs ruining somebody's life indirectly?
I think it plays a big part.
How about you?
Of course,
Yeah.
Because when they fight for like, you know, the same thing like don't hang, it's not gonna act as a deterrent and whatnot. They fail to see this side of the effect of drugs.
I actually recently I was reading some stuff about veganism, about eating animals and stuff, right? And a complex idea came to mind about the death penalty. Where one day we can discuss this. It's basically, the idea is people don't see the effects, so they are oblivious to it. They don't care about it so much. Like, for example, if you can really see the effects of eating meat, right, you probably won't eat meat. But because you don't see the effects of eating meat, we are just oblivious to it. We just continue enjoying our meat. The same thing is with drugs. They don't see the effects. That's why, let's save this poor guy from the death row. But if you actually see the effects, right, you will want this guy to burn in hell. Because they did an experiment lah. They put I can't remember what animal. It might be like a baby lamb or what, right? They asked the test subject they don't show the lamb first. This is our steak lamb steak.
Yummy.
Okay, let them eat, enjoy. The next group of test subject, They slaughter the lamb in front of them quite brutally, but it's no different from the abattoir lah. That's how they do it anyway. Slaughter, they ask them to eat. Nobody want to touch. And they say, whatever we show you is not even what happens in the real slaughterhouse.
If only they see like, you know how terrible of a sight it is to see somebody just convulsing on the floor, having white foam, and just feeling helpless, even though they land themselves in that situation. They want somebody to help them. And that is the addiction of drugs.
Now listen to me. If you wanna be cool, you'll be drug free.
Okay, so last question. If you caught your child taking drugs one day, what would you do? Call the police on them or try to talk them out of it?
I wouldn't call immediately lah. I'll try to talk them out of it. I'll try to get them some help. If all else fails, you try to force them to check into rehab lah. If all else fails, then you force it upon them.
So both of you would end up, if you really cannot control, you will end up with authority.
Yeah.
Yes, if you cannot control. Yeah.
For me, right, it depends how long he have been taking the drugs and what drugs. Yeah, so if like he just want to try or whatnot, right, like occasionally he take drugs, right, then one.
But often the times is addiction starts with that one. It starts with trying, liking it, starting it to depend on it, get away drug, addiction.
I just feel that you can try lah.
But if occasionally you are fine with that lah.
Let's say every April 20th they want to smoke weed.
Why? They know you are gone already, thank God, is it?
Right, they like April 20th, like they want to smoke weed, or like they go Thailand to smoke weed or what, right? Like just for holiday, they go there and enjoy themselves, right? I'll be okay.
I think his question is, as your child is on the brink of addiction, what will you do?
Then I'll do the same. I'll do the same. I'll talk to him first lah. I'll talk to my child, then see what I can do to help. Maybe get counselling or whatnot. Get some before like the authorities step in now.
Because it'll be a very shitty situation to be in as a parent.
Alright guys, so what will you do if you caught your child one day taking drugs? Will you call the police on them or will you try to exhaust other options before doing so? Let us know. Till next time. Bye bye.